So one of the things that I've been particularly proud of this year is this little Iran war basket of stocks that I've been following, and I've been able to predict when the Iran war is actually breaking out. And the reason why I'm able to do such things is because we are seeing the world's biggest display of insider trading happening within the Trump kind of cabinet. And what we've seen is Donald Trump actually grant himself immunity from insider trading, and it's pretty incredible to see it in a specific basket of charts that I'm monitoring through Metals and Momentum. So the assets that I'm actually watching are wheat, corn, Nutrien, and then the price of oil. And when the price of oil was kind of hitting this like little resistance point on the chart, you know, you'd start to see it look like it's about to decline. And then I was looking at the other basket of the other stocks within that basket, and I'm like, why are these starting to decline? So earlier in 2026, what I started doing was shorting oil once you start to see these setups start to play out. And once you see the whole basket start to look like it wants to decline, it was essentially people putting on short positions on those assets. And then I would take a short position alongside there. And that's when you start to get those Trump announcements where he would say like, oh, the Iran war is about to end. Like we're going to have some kind of communication with Iran. But now you're starting to actually see it happen to the upside. Now we are in midterm elections. So my indicators, it's a great thing to see that my indicators are actually remaining pretty dormant while Donald Trump doesn't want to escalate the war into a midterm election. But the key thing that I've done this year is monitoring these charts for breakouts. So it's wheat, corn, Nutrien, and the price of oil. And when they all start to point upwards, you're starting to see this escalation in the Iran war. And interesting enough, when I was in Boca Raton, I was actually sitting at a group of at a table of investors, and they were all talking about the price of oil and all this stuff. And I said to them, while we're here, there is going to be an escalation in the Iran war. And one of the reasons why I knew that is because I was watching those key assets and I was starting to see them spike upward. And then it was less than 24 hours after I had this conversation with a group of investors in Boca Raton at an investment conference that the Iran war broke out, and we made a lot of money on that week. I think it was like about $2,000 in the span of about 48 hours or something like that. It was a crazy gain, but it was because I created that basket and I'm just watching for those either breakouts or breakdowns on the charts. And that is something that we've been doing in 2026 over on Metals and Momentum.